Hey everyone, it's Grace and welcome back to my channel. So, I'm I'm refilming this because I actually filmed this on Christmas Eve when my makeup was bomb.com. But then I was reviewing and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna check the footage, and only 3 footages were there. I searched all of my memory cards and I don't know what happened. But so here we are redoing it. I actually have my gym shorts underneath. So yeah, because I really want to do this and upload it for you guys before 2018 comes. So yeah, I've already uploaded my skincare one, and same with the skincare. I have some things that kind of just remained my favorites throughout the year. I don't really play around with makeup that much. As much as I love makeup, if I find something that works for me, I kind of just stick to it. So there's a lot of favorite foundations, blushes that are the same from my 2016 favorites. So if you want to know more about that, I will link it down below, or I will link it here as well. But yeah, I'm just gonna be focusing mainly on products or makeup products that I've tried this year that really impressed me. So if you guys want to know my favorite makeup products for 2017, then please keep on watching. I'm gonna start off with cushion because it's my first time trying cushions and I'm slowly getting falling in love with the cushions. So yeah, the first cushion I've already excuse me, well they're all in my box, so if I'm making any noise, I'm really sorry. But the first one is the CosRx Clear Fit Blemish Cushion. Absolutely love this. Yeah, it looks like this. It's a matte black packaging. They only have 2 shades, sadly, and this one is in 23 Natural Beige. Absolutely love this. It's a matte cushion but without being too matte, and also has centella, so if you have acne prone or troubled skin, I think this will be perfect for you. But yeah, so if you want to know more about this, I don't want to indulge in a product way too long. I'm gonna link it here as well in the description box down below, so go ahead and check it out. Next is the Pony Effect Everlasting Cushion Foundation. Now this is the exact opposite of the CosRx one. This one is more of a dewy foundation, and honestly I wouldn't dare even try a dewy foundation. But now my skincare routine has been helping me quite a bit. If you've watched my skincare favorites for 2017, then you would see why I am able to use cushion foundations despite having oily skin. But this is the Pony Effect Everlasting Cushion Foundation, as I said, and they have I don't know how many shades they have, but I know they release a few new shades where it's more cool toned and more warm toned. I don't know which this one falls. I think this is one of their darker shades. This one is number, I don't know what. This one is a nude beige. It just says nude beige. Nude beige. So it looks like this. So pretty, and it's magnetic, and here is the shade. And honestly, I was scared for it to be dark, but I was also shocked that it actually worked really, really well for my skin. I haven't reviewed this one yet, but I will definitely be reviewing it for you guys. I absolutely love this. It has amazing coverage. It's not as full coverage as the CosRx one, but it's medium to almost full coverage. I love it. Even though it's dewy, I can still powder it and keep my skin pretty matte. But I actually like how it's kind of, I don't know, there's a certain glow to it even if I powder it. So I really am enjoying this. This is actually the cushion I've been using lately. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about this one. So one of the things besides the formula, I absolutely love the cushion puff, maybe because it's not as bouncy, so you're able to control the product a little bit more and blend it a little bit more. So I absolutely love the puff as well. So Pony Effect, and also the Pony Effect comes with a refill as well, which I think is a very, very nice. The CosRx ones don't. I hope they start selling the refill soon. Yeah, to save money. I like saving money. I have a bag of laundry here. I'm just gonna drop stuff here. Next is concealer, and the first concealer, I don't really use concealers on my dark spots or pimples as much as I do now, but if there's anything that I always concealed is my under eye area, my dark eye circles. So this one is the Missha Under Eye Brightener. This one is in the shade 2 Natural Beige. They only have 2 shades. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, I really do like this. It reminds me a lot of the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, but sometimes the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind is a bit too thick for my liking, but that is amazing. It has amazing coverage, but sometimes it's way too thick for me to use on a daily basis. So I've been loving this. It has kind of like the consistency and coverage as the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline, but definitely a lot more comfortable underneath the eyes. So that is number 2, Natural Beige. Now, as I said, I've been kind of using concealers now on my like dark spots. This one is like a really annoying spot. It's like a pimple underneath your skin, so it's gonna take a while for it to heal. But anyways, where is it? Oh, here we go. I'm not quite sure if I even mentioned this in my 2016. If I did, then I'm sorry if I'll be repeating. This is the Sonia Kashuk Hidden Agenda Concealer Palette in the shade Light. It has 3 concealer shades and a setting powder, but the one I use the most is the 2 top shades here. I love this. This one actually has more of a matte finish, but not drying or you know, it's not drying, and it doesn't accentuate the pimples or whatever you're trying to cover. It covers it really nicely. So I found myself reaching for this. You guys can see I'm kind of slowly making a dent in the top 2 colors, but I absolutely love this. And also the powder that came with this, it's so freaking fine. So yeah, it's just nice. You can, you know, mix and match the shades. I haven't really used this shade. It's kind of like a yellowy undertone. I haven't used it much, but this one has been coming in handy and I really like it. Then for setting powder, my ultimate favorite setting powder is still the same, which is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. But I reunited with the Nichido Final Powder in the shade Ivory Glow. I love using this underneath my eyes. It sets it beautifully. I've never had problems with creasing whenever I use this underneath my eyes. It just smooths it and sets it very nicely. And yeah, and then recently I started using it to set my face. I didn't use it today. I used the other one today. But I don't know, I know this is very popular, but sometimes I forget how good it is. So yeah, if you're looking for an affordable kind of setting powder, I definitely recommend the one from Nichido. I don't know how to pronounce it. Nichido? Yeah, it's this guy. It's amazing. Next is a new one that I discovered this year, and this is the Skinfood Peach Cotton Multifinish Powder. And if you want to try this, they also have a smaller one, but I got the big one. Yeah, and then this is the one that I used to set my makeup today. And honestly, if you can just feel my face, it's so smooth. It's super smooth. Like, this powder is so freaking mild. Like, I'm gonna put it at the back of your hand. And like, when you blend this, oh lord, ooh, oh that's it. Oh girl, it's just so freaking smooth, so freaking mild. This is pretty much the mildest setting powder I've used, and I just love it. Everything that you apply on top, because it just, you know, smooths your skin really nicely. You put like bronzer, highlight, blush, it just it just glides on perfectly. So I really do like this. This is a multi-finish powder. So honestly, this is not a baking powder. I tried baking with this and it had a really bad flashback. So I mainly use this for setting and not do the baking, because it's not really baking. And I tried baking with this and it did really look hot. So more finish. Just a finishing powder, but I really love this one. For contour, I've been using this one. I haven't been bronzing lately, but more on the contouring side and slightly bronzing. This is the Pink Sugar Cheek Color in Morocco, and it's just this one. It looks really light, and honestly, if I swatch this, you won't even see this. Like, it's that one right there. Oh wait, you can see it. But like, when I first bought this, I felt like it won't do much, but it's actually quite deceiving because it contours my face really nicely and naturally. It doesn't have any orangey undertones. It's a kind of more of a cool toned bronzer, but not to the point where it kind of has grayish undertones. This one is just a very cool toned, just cool toned, no any other undertones. So yeah, I really do like this. Plus it's really small. It's perfect for traveling. I've used this quite a bit of time, and usually my bronzers are like the first thing to I've hit pan on, but this one I'm not hitting pan on, so it just shows you need the tiniest amount. I love this. For blush, this year I've been into tints, cheek tints, cream blushes, velvet blushes, and what not. The first one is the Peripera Velvet Cheek in Wonder Rose. Absolutely love this. This one almost has the same feel of the Peach Cotton Multifinish powder from Skinfood. And like, seriously, when you blend this, ooh, I can blend all day because it's just that. It's so nice. Just very natural looking blush, and it's so good. And it's not really the most long lasting kind of velvet powder cheek product or cheek product in general, but I just really love using this one. It's so natural looking. But you do apply this before you set your makeup, because once you apply it on top of powder, it will literally drag away the powder. So I like to use this before even setting my makeup. But absolutely love this. Speaking of tints, I love the Benefit Benetint, and I've been searching for a replacement for that because I can't really buy that. That was actually a gift, and for a tint it's a bit too much for me. And yeah, but the problem is like the Korean tints that we usually have or we can get our hands on, and it's definitely a lot cheaper. My problem with those water gel tints and whatever tint they have is they dry really fast, so it's a bit hard for me to use on my cheeks. So but I discovered one, and it's the Ellana Minerals Lip and Cheek Gel. This one is in Amethyst, and I hate the packaging of this one. Like I cannot stand this. I absolutely hate it. They used to have like the pump version. I like that one better because look at the nozzle on that. It's freaking huge. But yeah, so what I do is just squeeze a tiniest amount andtain it, get that, and then dot it, and then it doesn't dry fast because it still has a watery consistency. It's not as watery as the Benefit Benetint one. The color also is very similar to the Benefit Benetint one. It's not as watery as the Benefit Benetint. I feel like the Benefit Benetint I can still blend a little bit better, but this one is kind of like that gel consistency, so I guess it still gives me an ample time to blend it into my skin and stuff. And on top of that powder, it is gorgeous. So freaking smooth. So I really like that. I forgot one powder, and it's a mineral powder foundation. It's from Ellana as well. This is, I think, their mineral loose foundation mabob. I think my shade is vanilla. I don't know, the second lightest shade. So it looks like this. Absolutely love this for days where I want something quick and I don't want to deal with, you know, blending my foundation, setting it and everything. This is my go-to one. This makes your skin super flawless. Like, not even kidding, it's just super flawless. And just on time my battery runs out of battery. Why? But I absolutely love this. It's great. Like, it gives you the coverage of an actual foundation, but in powder form. I just don't like loose foundations. I don't mind the loose powders, but foundations, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of the foundation loose foundation thing. But this one, I'm willing to like look past on because it is amazing. Okay, let's move on to eyebrows. I'm gonna start off with the ones I'm actually wearing on my brows today because it is amazing. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Let's talk about Japanese eyebrow powders. So these are both from Japanese brands. The first one is the Can Make Mix Eyebrow and the XL Eyebrow. And the Can Make one has 3 shades, and there's really small. And the XL one has 3 shades as well. I know this one has 4 shades. So my shade is actually the darkest from the XL and the darkest from the Can Make. So I mixed those two together to do my brows today. I don't know what it is with the Japanese eyebrow powders, but they look so natural looking. Like, I'm completely living for my brows today. I just recently kind of just played around with these, and They're not the most pigmented eyebrow powders, which I think I like because it just mimics natural looking eyebrows really well. It's not like I will swatch it for you guys. Like, it's not at all pigmented. This is the Can Make one. Can you even see that? I don't think it will even swatch nicely, but like, it's that thing right there. So it's not the most pigmented ones, but I think for eyebrow, I think that is good because like the XL one is, you can't even see it, but those two there, I think that works for eyebrow powders because they're just a lot more natural looking. I have an eyebrow powder that I was planning to include here but was replaced by these two because that one, I love it, but like sometimes it can be a little bit too harsh because it's a very pigmented eyebrow powder. These are my new favorite ones. Like, I just love them. So nice. Speaking of eyebrows, I have two eyebrow pencils that I love. The first one is Detail, and this is their eyebrow brush, eyebrow pencil with brush. It comes with a spoolie on the other end, and I only have a little bit of this one, but my shade I think is light brown. Yep, it's light brown. So this one is a creamy eyebrow pencil, but not too creamy, so it's kind of like in the middle, and I like that. And yeah, so there's still a certain harshness to it where you can like mimic your eyebrow hairs. So yeah, and it lasts a pretty good time as well, so I really like this. Next is the Samuel Art Look eyebrows. I don't know where to buy this here in the Philippines or online, but if ever you are in Korea, I highly recommend you guys try this. It is so underrated and don't think a lot of people talk about it. The Samuel Art Look eyebrows, these are 2,500 won each and has a spoolie on the other end. My shade I'm currently using is 03, and it's one of those kind of triangular ones. So this one is a little bit, I don't know how to describe this, but it's that one. It's creamy but has more hardness to it compared to the Detail one. This one can definitely mimic the eyebrow hairs a little bit better than the Detail one, so I actually been using this one too. And because it's not too soft and has a certain hardness to it, you don't run out of it really quick, which I appreciate. So I really like this one. I have one more, and it's again from XL, the earlier brand, the Japanese brand. This is their eyebrow mascara, and this one honestly is a bit too light for me, so sometimes when I use an eyebrow product that's a bit too dark, this one just really helps lighten my brows. So this is one of those really strong eyebrow mascaras, because I've used eyebrow mascaras before that so this one would really change the color of your eyebrows, which I really like. So it looks a lot more natural. It changes the eyebrow hair color and as well sets it, and it will not budge. So really like this. Let's move on to eye makeup, I guess. So this one is actually the one I'm wearing on my eyes today, and I've been loving like a full matte look. This is like a smoky brown matte look. This is the Sonia Kashuk Neutral Matte Palette, and I'm sorry, but we have very thin walls, so you can hear the neighbors talking really loud. They usually like to talk at night though. They're very quiet in the mornings. So I was talking about the Sonia Kashuk Neutral Matte Palette, and yeah, it's the one I used on my eyes today. I've been loving that matte brown smoky eye look. Wait, let me fix how I'm sitting right now. So yeah, I've been loving this. Actually, the one I only used just I used 4 shades. So these 4 shades, 1, then 2, 3, 4, those 4 shades, and I just created this really nice smoky matte brown eyeshadow look. And sometimes it's so hard to find a good matte eyeshadow, and this is from the drugstore. Of course, it's not drugstore for us here in the Philippines because this is a bit more pricey here, but like, absolutely adore this. I've been reaching for it for quite a few times now, and I've been just using it, and I really like it. Plus you have a really matte black here, which is always nice, and I freaking love it. So then using this, plus they're really like soft and creamy and just easy to blend, so I really like this. Another matte eyeshadow is from Peripera. It's their ink fitting eyeshadow, and it looks like this. And this is, oh, so freaking smooth and creamy and just, yeah, so that is that shade. I don't know how to describe the shade, but it's a very muted orangey brown shade. And I actually used this a few times already. I don't know why I didn't use it today. I should probably have used this today, but I was really in love with my matte brown smoky eye. I've been really digging it. So I really, really do like this. They're easy to blend. They're really, really pigmented. And they're really creamy. And they're good matte eyeshadows as well. So if you're looking for singles, I really like the Peripera ones. And for eyeliner, I think I have two. And this one is the Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil. And this one is in Soft Nude. And it's just this really, really nice nudie shade. It's like a champagne-y shade. And it's so hard to find a nude eyeliner that stays on your waterline. And it's one of the very, very few that does. So I really, really do like this. And I also like using this as a base for my inner corners, which is what I did today before putting my eyeshadow. And it just makes it last a lot longer. So really, really like that. The other one is, where is it? This is the Riri Luxe Gel Liner in number 2 dark brown. It's actually what I used to kind of create my cat eye today. Kind of like a more smoky cat eye. This one's in dark brown. It's a retractable one. And these are so creamy. They're so freaking creamy. I mean, freaking adore this. I actually just got this like a week and a half ago, but I've been obsessed with it. It's so freaking nice, and it's so creamy, and it's one of the few pencil liners or gel liners that don't transfer here. I've had a few gel liners that were just a deal breaker by the end of the night because they're here. And as I said, I filmed this on Christmas Eve, and I used this on my to create my wing, and from 5 p.m. no, actually from 4 p.m. to like 2 a.m. no transfer whatsoever. Creamy, long lasting, no transfer. It's amazing. L'Oreal Gel Intensa 36-hour eyeliner, and I've had this coming to a year now, and it's not even dried up. It's still creamy. Well, of course it's not as creamy when you first got it, but like it's still pretty dang creamy. So I'm gonna like swatch it for you guys. I'm just getting my brushes out here to battle. So this one is in the shade 01 Profound Black, and yo, I'm just gonna get a little bit, and it's kind of the perfect consistency of not being too creamy. So yeah, I'm just gonna swatch it here. Can you guys see that? Dun, 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 dun. It's still black, and yeah, the thing that I love about this, it's a matte gel eyeliners, so absolutely love this. I didn't expect much from this. I actually just got this because this was on sale, and I freaking love it. So definitely be repurchasing this one if ever it dries up or if ever I run out of it. Absolutely, absolutely love this. Okay, then next, oh no, I forgot. Okay, this one is an eyeshadow, but I actually use it as a highlight. It's what I used on today. I kind of use it a little bit more sparingly today, and it's from Etude House. It's their Look at My Eyes eyeshadow in BE102. I've hit pan on it, and like I'm just gonna show you how blinding this highlight is. It is bomb.com. Do you see that? Dear Lord. See that? Oh, so freaking pretty. I mean, hello. Seriously guys, every time I have to touch my face, I think of the Skinfood Peach Cotton powder. It's so good. But like, I love it as a highlight. So I don't think they have this particular shades, but I was checking. They have like a shade quite similar to this. And yeah, absolutely love this as a highlight. So got that. And then I also forgot one more eyebrow product, and it's the NYX eyebrow gel. I love eyebrow pomades, but they dry really, really fast for me. So I feel like these don't dry up as fast. I've had it for a few months now, and it's not drying. So I really, really like this. It stays put, even if like I do freelance for events and I would run around like crazy and I would sweat like crazy. This didn't budge. It stayed put from morning to night. It's really, really nice. Really like this. I think that's it. Now we move on to my favorite part, which is lip products. So the first ones I'm gonna start off is with tints, because for me it was the year of tints. I'm not really a tint person because I do have very pigmented lips, so I don't know, tints just never appealed to me. But this year, I don't know what happened, I don't know what it is, but I was converted to tints. I'm gonna start off with the tint that I actually started using when I was in high school. And my mom actually got this for me because it's so nice. It's called a magic lipstick. It is called a magic lipstick. This is from Bilena. It's their magic lipstick. I mean, there's nothing amazing about the packaging, but I freaking adore this. Have you see the slant on that lipstick? So they have different scents or flavors. I have the one in orange, which the orange one doesn't have the strongest smell out of all of them. I'm starting to get kind of annoyed. I know it's not their fault. Okay, so this is the magic lipstick, and yeah, so basically it's one of those lipsticks that change color depending on your lips, so that's that one. And I freaking love this. Like, for the whole week this week, this is like the lip color I was wearing, because it's like a matte lip tint. It doesn't dry out my lips. It's with vitamin E, and it just keeps my lips super moisturized. Not just from the moment you put it on, but like it keeps your lips moisturized throughout the day, and it just stays on. And I kind of have a habit of reapplying this so much that it turns into like a very bright pink. But yeah, absolutely love this, and this is so inexpensive. So if you live here in the Philippines, I highly recommend you guys try them. They have strawberry, I think they have berry, they have lemon. I think they still have the watermelon one, but I don't see it as often. But I freaking love this, and it's so long lasting as well. Moisturizing, long lasting, matte tint, which is rare. So yeah, like this one. Next would be I feel like a lot of people, I think this is just, you know, the brand for beginning to love tints. The Etude House Dear Darling tints, but this is one of their newer shades. As you guys can see, it looks different. So this one is in PK003. From what I recall, this is the sweet potato red, and the formula has like almost a moussey water formula, and I love this tint because it's more of like a mauve tint, which works well for my lip colors. It's not too pink, it's not too red, and it's just one of those natural mauve lip tints, and I love them. They're not as drying as the Vivid Tint Water, but there's still a certain dryness to it, so I still put like lip balm on top once it sets completely. But yeah, and also they smell like grape juice. Seriously, straight up grape juice. So I absolutely love this. So yeah, and I love the color as well. Next is another lip tint from Etude House, and it's their Dear Darling tint, the ones that look like popsicles. This one is in BR402, which I think is part of their fall shade selection. This one looks shimmery. It has some shimmery goodness to it, but it's not. This one is a lot more watery and a little bit more pigmented than the original Dear Darling. So I absolutely love that brown tint to it. This is the Sam Echo Soul Shaker tint. It's one of those glossy tints. Sometimes I love that glossy look to the lips, but I don't really like wearing lip gloss, so this one kind of substitutes for it. So this one is in the shade Bloody Day, and it looks like that. I like this. This one almost has like an oil infused to it, so it's very moisturizing as well. But the moisture doesn't last as long as the Bilena magic lipsticks, but still pretty long. Like, it's still pretty moisturizing. But again, it's not the most long-lasting lip tint. But I really like how glossy it looks. So I really like this. Then moving on to these type of tints. So these are the Peripera Ink Velvet and the Airy Ink Velvets. So I love these because the Airy Ink Velvet is definitely a lot more long-lasting than the Airy Ink Velvet. So these almost feel like kind of mousse liquid lipsticks. This one is still in the tint form, but the thing that I love about these, I love the colors, and as well, I love how it blurs out my lips. Even if I don't use or prep my lips with lip balm, or prep it or put on lip balm before putting these on, they still blur out your lips, so it doesn't accentuate the dry patches at all. So That's why I love them. I only have like 2 bullet lipsticks here, and they're both from Peripera again. So these are the Ink Stick Mattes. They have the Ink Stick Moist. So these are the matte version. I have 2 shades. I have Gorgeous, which is a classic red, which I'm gonna swatch here. So that is Gorgeous. And then I also have Love Hunter, which is more of a reddish orange. And I'm just gonna swatch it here. I'm running out of space. Yeah, but the thing that I love about these, they're matte lipsticks, but they're not matte at all. Like, they're not drying. They don't accentuate the dry patches or like the cracks on your lips. And because it's, I think because it's like, I don't know, Peripera, these are kind of like a stick formed lip tint. Like, you know, once I like remove it, there's still like the pink tint to it. So that's one of the reasons why I like it as well. It's not drying matte lipstick, and it leaves a nice tint. So yeah, I wish they come out with like more shades, because to be honest, these are the only 2 shades I like from that collection. So I wish they release other ones, because I really like these. I have one more bullet lipstick, and it's from Vice, and this is their Good Vibes matte lipstick. I have it in the shade Patgurnern, and it's just this kind of reddish brown shade. Absolutely love them. These are not the most long-lasting liquid lipsticks, but they're very, very moisturizing on the lips. That's why I just really like using it. Plus, I love the shade as well. So the first ones are basically my favorite from the bunch are the Ever Bilena or the EB Matte liquid lipsticks, which are patterned after their matte lipsticks. So I just love these. If you want to know more about these, I actually did a review on this. I will link it here as well, so I will link it down below. But absolutely love these. They're liquid lipsticks, but they don't like completely dry your lips. I mean, they're still drying, but like not to the point that it's so drying. And they feel really, really light on the lips. They have good selection as well. They're not sticky, and they're long lasting. Like, from all of the liquid lipsticks that I've tried from this bunch, this is one of the few that really stayed on. So I really, really like these. These are so inexpensive. They're only 185 or 195. I'm no longer gonna swatch these because I did a review on this, so you can just watch that. And yeah, so I really like this. I have 3 shades: Siennas, Toast of New York, and Dusk. I had to include the Vice ones. These are the Vice liquid lipsticks. They have the liquid lipsticks and the lip kits. So I'm gonna start off with the liquid lip kits, because I already did a review on this, so I will link it here as well as in the description box down below. So I have 2 shades. I have Girly and Phenom, and they also come with their liquid lip liner. I honestly love their Smooth Glide lip liners. They're the creamiest and most comfortable lip liners I've used in a while. I'm not a lip liner person, but I found myself keeping this in my makeup bag that I bring with me every time, because they're just so good and I love them. The liquid lipsticks, I like them because they're long lasting, but they're not as long lasting as the Ever Bilena ones, and these have a different finish. These one dry powder mattes, so you really do have to like exfoliate and moisturize beforehand, because it will definitely accentuate all of the dry patches and the lines on your lips. But the color selection on these are really, really nice, and yeah, so I really like these. They also came out with new shades. I'm actually wearing one. This is in the shade Hanache. Ang dami mong Hanache sa life, you know? So yeah, they have individual liquid lipsticks, so if you don't want the lip liner. So they were 195, but I'm gonna swatch Hanache because I don't have this in my Vice liquid lipstick video. So that is Hanache, and it's also the one on my lips. And the other one is one of my favorite liquid lipsticks, like the nude one. This is Kemerut. Ang kukulit na names. They're very, very funny names. So this is a classic nude. And I feel like Vice succeeded with this nude because it's like there's only like a few local brands. Actually, it's just this brand. No, this is the second one. Pink Sugar makes good liquid lipsticks that are nude as well. But like from the local scene, that's kind of below 200 pesos. Vice nailed this nude. It's such a pretty, flattering nude. And yeah, but one thing that I noticed with the Vice liquid lipsticks is that they dry a lot lighter compared to the ones on the tube. I don't know if that's just me, but they dry a little bit. It's either they dry lighter or brighter. But yeah, absolutely love them. Last favorite, and it's the NYX Lingerie in Cabaret Show. I know I'm kind of late on this, but I actually like this. They're kind of more the moussey consistency, and I just love this. This is the perfect kind of dry rose nude once it dries, and I really like the formula. It stays on, and yeah, and if you're looking for a good selection of nudes of every undertone and shade, I really like the NYX lingerie ones. So I'm trying to hurry because my camera is running out of battery, but yeah, those are my favorite makeup products for 2017. Oh, so much swatches 2017. So I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button here as well, description down below, and don't forget to click the bell right beside it so you'll be notified if I upload videos. And yeah, I hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed 2017, and I'll see you guys in 2018. Bye.